Hi everyone, thanks for joining us for Northern Ag TV. I'm Grace McDonald. Well, the USDA announced that starting January 21st, producers can enroll in ag risk and price loss coverage programs. ARC County and PLC provides crop-by-crop protection, while the ARC individual covers the entire farm. Producers have to enroll through a signed contract each year, and if they have a multi-year contract on the farm, it will continue through 2025 unless an election change is made. Wheat, barley, lentils, chickpeas, and 18 other commodities are covered through the ARC and PLC programs. Enroll by April 15th. Well, an event that only happens once every 3 years is right around the corner. The Golden Triangle Barley Seminar is a free event that provides updates on barley production, marketing, and trends happening right now from the professionals themselves. Montana Grain Growers Association will be there to provide an update on the Farm Bill and related policy. Ashley McFarland from the American Malting Barley Association will talk about the future of barley, and MSU representatives will be there to explain malt specifications and their applications, as well as provide updates on barley varieties and the breeding program at MSU. That's February 13th in Conrad. Well, Montana 4-H is recognizing their volunteers. Of the 4,000 Montana 4-H volunteers, they most recently have chosen to recognize Casey McLean of Madison, Jefferson County. She serves as the 4-H Council Secretary, sits on several committees, and co-leads the Junior Leaders Program. From Montana 4-H, thank you to Casey for volunteering. Feeder cattle prices have taken a different turn than they usually do this time of year. By now, demand is usually slowing down as there are a few more feeders available. Cattle Facts pointed out that from the first week in October to the most recent quote, the feeder cattle index has gained nearly $26 per hundredweight, or 10.5%. They say this is due to better demand and profitability in the feeding sector, and the fact that the deferred live cattle contracts have continued to push for late fall and early winter. Although these things are bound to change with the Mexican feeder import restrictions expected to be released soon and rising costs of gain, analysts say that history says there is still room for prices to push higher. We'll be back with your markets right after this.
From the beginning, we've worked closely with farmers. BNSF's ties to the agricultural community go back 175 years. Together, we've innovated to make the U.S. agriculture supply chain one of the most efficient and productive in the world. Our strong relationship powers BNSF still today and helps us move the nation like no one else can. At BNSF, we move the nation for you.
Talking with someone that you know is stressed out, those are difficult things to approach, but if you're good friends with those people, reach out and say, I'm here to talk to you. We can find somewhere to get some assistance. It's hard to get involved, but at the same time, you want to just say, hey, there is help available.
For more tips in dealing with stress in agriculture or for free counseling for egg producers, visit beyondtheweather.com.
Welcome back to the markets. Although the futures have eased back from recent gains, there is still support. Slaughter pace is strong and packers need to purchase cattle to maintain the higher pace in order to meet demand. It seems that traders haven't chosen a sure direction yet ahead of cash cattle trade this week, but the expectation is that it should be at least steady this week with improved slaughter pace. The current cutout value for choice box beef cuts is at $332.65, 70 cents lower. At the Headwaters Livestock Auction on Monday, slaughter cows sold on a higher trend from 103 up to 131 on the heavy ones. For the bred cows, heifers sold at $24.50 to $2,700, 5 to 7 year olds at mostly $22.25. 6 to 700 pound steers sold for $271 to $312, and 7 to 800 pounders at $276. Well, on the grain side of things, the wheat market did have small gains in Tuesday's session after the previous rally. It was a similar outlook for the corn and soybean complexes yesterday, as those gains are what really supported the wheat complex. It sounds like the next thing that traders are looking towards is the concern for exposed winter wheat in the plains, with another round of cold weather expected to come through beginning next week. Well, that's it for today's Northern Ag TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Grace McDonald.